Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Learning Forward Saturday show. On my show, I have someone who is across the hemisphere. While we celebrate summer with lychee and mangoes, I have someone from the Northern Territory of Australia, a territory which is very enigmatic. And I had the fortune of going there, traveling across the outback. The territory reminds me of the Ayers Rock, of Alice Springs, of Darwin, a country which I recommend. From this lovely country in Northern Territory of Australia, I have with me Saisha Khanna. Saisha believes in equity, and like we all say, diversity, inclusion, belonging is a prerequisite for any learning in a classroom or any community. She is mindful of every individual's needs. That's the beauty of her sensitivity. A counselor, a guide, yes, a mental health first aider, professional learning champion, nature lover, trekker, loves animals, does embroidery, has a sharp eye. Welcome to the show, Saisha Khanna.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dutt. And the fact that you've been to Alice Springs, that in itself says a lot. It is in the middle of the Australian continent, and what a view. What a view. The expanse of land is tremendous. So talking today, a lot of things make me passionate about education, like being exposed to new ideas and different perspectives and gaining knowledge. And, in my opinion, education is powerful. It empowers, and it empowers with choice, and it stifles that quitting mind. So most importantly, no matter where you come from or where you are, it touches us. It touches each one of us in a way that is so unique, that makes us who we are. So today, as we talk about, being a passionate educator, for me, it's more about being a passionate learner in the 21st century. And I say this because I think I have the privilege to teach our young people, which essentially gives me the opportunity to learn once again, to learn twice. So a new word I've coined, my Edu-passion. Story started the day I held my baby girl in my arms, and the thought that crossed my mind that day was when this little life asks me, "Who are you, Mummy?" What was I really going to be? How was I going to present myself to her when she would grow up, or as she was growing up? So I embarked on this journey, or on, if you'd like to call it, being a career tourist. I let myself be drawn to learn new things, and in return felt energized by the joyous journey of pure learning. So this shared experience is what I call education, which inspires me, really to find those hidden pieces of what's out there. It's more for me, Mr. Dutt, as I talk about education and you can hear how passionate I am about it. But it's over the years that I've become mindful and deliberate with what I do and the environments I put myself in. Coming to Alice Springs was one of them. It has been challenging. But what it taught me in return was that behavior is communication, and how to practice that rational detachment. And, it's really about the state of being and self-affirming decisions that we take. And as our young people watch us, one can really become a teacher to them. So to end this little short discussion, or my take on being a passionate educator, for me, it's an ongoing journey. My Edu-passion lights me up, and it calms my racing mind and heart as I even talk about it. And it's a gift that I have given myself.
Thank you, Saisha. I have got a real feel of the first teacher in life, the mom.
Please stay with us. We will be back after a quick commercial break.
It's been wonderful working with Learning Forward, more so because I've had the golden opportunity of being the founder as well as the sponsor and the first chairperson of Learning Forward India. It was indeed an honor and privilege to stitch together the affiliate and bring in hundreds of people from all over the country as our members. In 3 years, we've come a long way. We have worked with a few dozen schools,
What's most beautiful about Learning Forward is they are committed to raising the bar for the teaching and learning profession. And we as an affiliate strongly support that. And Learning Forward is but a natural step for everyone in life. Affiliate has to live by the spirit of Learning Forward. And John, not just be in design and policy, but in terms of purely connecting with the educators and helping them appreciate what they are doing. Affiliation is more about appreciating the spirit of learning. To understand the global implication of education, you must become an affiliate.
How a student-teacher bond affects child's emotional well-being, because this is your core of your professional practice. Yeah, in the pandemic times, how do we help parents with a focus on child's well-being? So I'm asking you one question from a teacher's perspective and the second question from a parent's perspective. In your case, it's beautiful because teacher and parent is one.
So talking clinically, like literally from the brain point of view, we are aware of how when we are in that state of being, really frightened, or we want to run away, or we are freezing up, that, our executive functioning, our brain we cannot access that, exec functioning, which is when we have to be connected to that for learning to happen. So that student emotional well-being, being able to be calm and alert and ready to learn. As an educator today, we have to ensure that our children are in that safe place for learning, for true learning and real learning to occur. So in a classroom, and having, been in situations where there are young people who are highly escalated or maybe really very, very anxious. It is about calming and being able to get them ready to learn, to be able to stop operating from their brainstem, literally move them on to work from that exec functioning space for learning to occur. That's one part. And, with the times that we are in today, that uncertainty, the way that education, the delivery of education has had to change, where overnight, teachers had to move on to the platform of, being virtually present. It is about us connecting more frequently, for parents to join in where they can. And it's also about keeping that line of communication open at all times. Because even today, as you and I sit and we are talking, literally, like you said, across hemispheres, we're keeping our communication open. We're trying to cut this, this dreadful thing in between, which is becoming a barrier. So we're trying to overcome that by keeping the lines of communication open. So is that something that, does that kind of answer the questions you raised?
Today, we're not talking of a connection, but we are talking of a meeting of hearts, because you have specified it's no more that 6 to 8 hours at school, but it's a 24/7 humble social emotional connect, which will help us overcome the deficit of relationship building in physicality. So you're really talking of heart relationships, and I think that is the core of our conversation.
Absolutely. And that connection is not, it's, it can be, you can be miles away and you can still have that connection. And, having now to do a lot of professional learning online, I also feel that going virtually has removed the ceiling. And I say ceiling because we are almost out there in the virtual world, and we can actually determine how we want to progress. How do we want to do it? How many hours session do we have? And like you said, it's not time bound now. We're talking across time zones, and we are making ourselves available in the comforts of our home or in the space that we have created to be able to work to the best of our ability.
And that alone will help us become better socially, emotionally, and stay connected.
Absolutely. And if that's a pandemic gift, we must use it.
So I would say we should celebrate the professional learning community spirit at this hour. Thank you for this joyous moment. It's a gift because we are together and we raise a toast to the joy of learning. It's been an honor and privilege to talk to you, Saisha.